The great Honda comeback. Well, it hasn't really gone to plan. The Civic is outsold by 6 key rivals, the NSX is somewhat anonymous in Australia, and the less said about Formula One, the better. But there's light on the horizon. There's a new Honda CR-V SUV around the corner, and this, the new Honda Civic hatch. We're testing the Civic in sporty RS form that brings you alloy wheels, a body kit and dual exhausts. But you know what? You get no more performance than a regular Civic. I think that's a little bit cheeky, as some of Honda's key rivals, such as Ford and Renault, reserve the RS badge for their most potent performance cars. I think Honda would be quite annoyed if Toyota slapped a spoiler on a Corolla and called it a Type R.
While the RS package is primarily about the look, you also get LED headlights, an electric sunroof, electric driver's seat adjustment, and a 10-speaker stereo. What's more important is under the bonnet.
So an important feature for the RS and other high-end Civic models is this, a turbocharged 1.5 litre petrol engine. Now this is Honda's first turbo engine in quite a while, and I have to say, it's a good one.
Priced from $32,290 in hatchback form, the RS uses an impressive 6.1 litres per 100 kilometres of fuel.
Now that is a sweet little motor. It's quiet around town, it's effortless, and has real reserves of performance when you need it to be. It's actually quite a great little motor. I really am a fan of this one. What I particularly like about the Turbo 1.5 is that it uses less fuel than the conventional 1.8 litre motor to make more power. And any car that uses less fuel to make more grunt, that's alright by me. Every car in the Civic range has an automatic transmission as standard. In this case, it's a CVT or constantly variable transmission that doesn't have any gears. For your average driver, that's great. Going from A to B, this is a smooth, quiet, efficient way to go about your business. For enthusiasts, the lack of a manual transmission option, particularly in a car like the Civic, which has a bit of a sporty heritage, that is disappointing. Historically, the Civic has had a reputation of being one of the best cars in its class as a driver's proposition. So let's put that to the test. Turning into a corner, yeah, it's not too bad. The steering responds quite well. The suspension is a little bit softer than you might expect in a car like this, and it isn't quite as dynamically engaging as something like a Ford Focus or a Mazda 3. This is a big car. It feels like it. It feels significantly larger than Civics of the past, which can dull some of its responses. It's a better everyday proposition for sure, but whether it's a better driver's car, yeah, I really wouldn't say that it is. While I love the turbocharged engine of the 1.5, I will say that you do get much more road noise in this model than you do in the lesser grade cars, and that's down to the tyres. This car has more aggressive Bridgestone tyres than what you'd find on a conventional Civic, which brings a bit of a roar through the cabin that you don't necessarily welcome or expect. It's not intrusive by any means, but it is, it'd be nice to have the best of both worlds. A really quiet car that also offers that punch and efficiency. While it's not the most sporting Civic ever, it is a very polished, well-accomplished car, one that could serve you well for a very long time to come. And if you do want the sporty version, there is a new Civic Type R on the way that promises to be an absolute cracker. On the inside, the Civic hatch is largely identical to the Civic sedan, and that's no bad thing. You've got a digital driver's cluster with plenty of information, a huge infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay connectivity, plenty of room to get comfortable, and plenty of toys to play with.
The car is fitted as standard with a reversing camera, smart keys, electronic parking brake, and sporty interior with leather trim. But you can't get it with active driver aids such as autonomous emergency braking, which are reserved for the more expensive, top-of-the-range Civic VTI LX. Honda has strong sales expectations for the new Civic hatch, as they should. This is a good-looking car with plenty going for it. It's not the safest, most innovative or engaging car in its class, but the Civic is still worth a look. The new Honda Civic hatch is on sale now.